The following is brought to you by Amity Innovations. Whether you're building a new home or remodeling, call the green builders you can trust at 832-331-3580. Amity Innovations, where we create the difference.
You're listening to the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast.
What smells so bad?
It's strong, but you'll get used to it. Now, here are your hosts, Nick Stevenson and Naomi Richardson.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whatever time of day it is, wherever you may be listening in the world, welcome to episode 43 of the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast. Coming to you straight out of Deer Park and the Stephen Terry Pest Elimination Studios. My name is Nick Stevenson. The queen of podcasts is here, Naomi Richardson.
Yo.
Josh is finally sitting at the table again.
What it do?
I got my man Chris Kahn on the ones and twos. And we have a very special guest in the building. Miss Nikki Garvis is here.
What up, what up?
What's going on? Miss Nikki Garvis is the marketing and technical coordinator for the City of Deer Park Parks and Recreation. The first question I want to ask is, do you watch Parks and Rec?
Of course. Of course I watch Parks and Rec.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get asked that a lot?
Oh, yeah.
You get asked that all the time?
Absolutely.
Okay. I've never seen that show. I've heard it's funny.
It's good.
Is it
It's
good?
great.
But
Okay.
you've never seen The Office though either.
That's true.
What?
Yeah. So
Oh,
Oh
my
okay.
God. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I've never watched The Office
Yeah.
either. But
Parks and Rec is
I
supposed
get
to
enough.
be
I
like
get
a
plenty
sequel.
of flack for that too.
Yeah, you do.
So,
That's okay.
But no. So Nikki, you are a Deer Park lifer, graduated from DPISD before attending the University of Mary Hardin Baylor in Belton, Texas. Now I don't know where Belton is, but it sounds like a booming metropolis.
It absolutely is.
It just sounds like there's
defi-
just so much going on in Belton,
Definition
Texas.
of a one-horse town, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness. You've been married for 12 years to your husband, Alex. Congratulations. That's recent, right?
Yeah, recent. Very recent.
Alrighty. And you have a daughter who's 19, also a DP graduate. So you are a homer,
That's
a
right.
Deer Park lifer, like I said. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show. When Naomi, first of all, Naomi, your connections have already paid off. Like us picking you to host this show
They
with
just
us.
use me, y'all. You hear this? Being used.
Your connections have definitely paid off, and we appreciate so much. But you guys served on the Chamber of Commerce together, correct?
Yeah, kind of together.
Kind of?
Yeah, Nikki worked there before me, and she got a really great opportunity with the city, and so she wanted to go for that. And I got a phone call out of the blue one day, and I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to work?" And yeah, and the rest is kind of history.
Working moms
I
rock.
loved it.
Got
That's
to
cool.
handpick my replacement. That was nice.
Yeah.
That's
That
good.
was nice.
Oh, okay. So she replaced you at the.
Yes.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay. See, that's why it's valuable to ask these questions ahead of time.
She
But
set
it's cool.
the bar at the chamber.
That's good. That's good. So you said that I could call you. What was it? You called a public servant. What's the word you used?
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire. Public servant extraordinaire. So we appreciate you coming on because look, I told you before we got started, man. Like we kind of want to ingratiate ourselves more into the community and be Deer Park's podcast. And it's been a great thing so far. A lot of our support has come from the city of Deer Park, and we've made. Me personally, I moved here 5 years ago. I didn't know anybody, and I've met so many people because of this podcast. Josh Beard being one of them, Naomi being another. I wouldn't have known either of them were it not for starting this podcast. So since we've started it, the community has embraced us, but we want to get in a little bit more. So it's good to have you on because it's just one more connection that we've been able to make through this podcast. So Parks and Recreation for Deer Park. You came on today because you want to tell us some of the fun stuff that kids and adults are going to be able to do this summer, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to get into that, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have headlines, and Naomi's going to bring us those. Maestro, please.
Headlines.
All right. We're going to start off headlines today with Bill and Melinda Gates' divorce. So, anybody see that coming from a mile away?
Where's that
No?
cha-ching?
No? No?
Cha-ching.
Bill's back on the market. Bill's back on the market.
For real. You know what? They're rich people getting divorced. That's it. Bill is moving on. Melinda gets some sweet shares. I think she got like 1.6 billion in stocks the day that the divorce was announced. So, yeah.
I'm going to bite my tongue for another episode.
I mean,
That's a good one.
there's so many. Yeah. All right. Last episode, we briefly discussed spanking your children. An elementary school principal in Florida is under investigation and could face charges after a video showed her striking a 6-year-old girl repeatedly with a paddle, like a big, like it's like a hazing paddle. Like, if y'all know what
My
I mean.
goodness.
I mean, and she's wailing on this little girl. I feel bad. For damaging a computer screen. The mom was actually in the office when this went down to pay the $50 fee for the damages. And she was afraid to intervene because of her immigration status. Like,
Oh, wow.
Ouch. Yeah, that I couldn't
Is there a
even-
statute of limitations on child abuse? Because I don't want to get my parents in trouble.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hang on to that for later.
Let's just say 7 years.
Okay, I think we're good then.
We're good.
Although corporal punishment is legal in Florida, because let's face it, it's Florida. It is
Sorry, Jonathan.
not in the district where the punishment took place. So that's a crazy story. I don't like it. I don't know.
Wait, corporal punishment is not legal in the district where
Yes,
this happened.
that's right.
So this woman's going to jail for spanking a kid.
Maybe.
possibly.
Yeah, someone else's kid. Yeah.
Oh, someone else's kid.
Someone else's kid. She's the principal of the school.
It's just interesting because I know the other level to that is she was recording the video. So I
Yeah,
So-
don't know
she had
how
her
that all
phone
plays
hidden in the purse because she was afraid of any repercussions. She didn't want
Right.
to be deported.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Yeah. A lady in Morocco has just given birth to 9 babies at
Good
once.
God.
9 babies. That's 8 too many, y'all. 8.
She'll be
nine
alright.
too many.
She'll be all right.
She'll be fine.
Damn,
Yeah.
Josh.
Doing so, she has broken the record previously set by the Octomom, whom we all know and love.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Love her.
So she's the nano mom? No, that's not right.
I don't.
That's
I
not
don't.
right.
Yeah, I tried.
She's
to-
the nino mom.
Okay.
You're welcome. Number 6.
The babies and the mom are doing fine at the moment. Another crazy baby story. A lady traveling from Utah to Hawaii gave birth on an airplane. She didn't even know she was pregnant.
How do
she
you
got
do
on.
that?
Yeah, I don't
Stop.
even know. Yeah, I
Stop.
don't even know. That's what my husband said too. But y'all, I mean, pregnancy is a weird thing.
It
So
is.
we're not gonna get into
I just hope that
right
baby is gonna come out fine because whatever she did during those 9 months. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
now. Luckily, there was an entire prenatal team on board. Like, some things are just meant to happen. So
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy. They're gonna make a movie of that one day. Local voting in Deer Park has wrapped up, and aside from welcoming back Mayor Mouton, woo, and the
Yay.
previous city council personnel, the propositions that also passed, which is fantastic because some of those funds are being proposed to improve the Jimmy Burke, and by improve I mean make a whole new Jimmy Burke activity center.
And a brand new
Very
new community center.
Yeah,
Nikki gets a new office.
All right, and you know what? We'll
That's
throw
the
the
plus
community
right
center
there.
in there too.
So they're going to throw a new basketball court in there?
The community center. Is
You don't need
supposed
to play
be
basketball
legit.
anymore.
Legit.
Yes.
You're cut off from basketball, Nick.
Yeah, you know, you
You're
don't need to
done.
be playing basketball.
There's no ice in there. We're good.
We'll tell you that story. Yeah. So the multi-purpose venue will definitely benefit the whole community. So good job, Deer Park voters. Woo! In conclusion, the Rockets suck. The Texans still suck. The Cowboys will always suck. And the Astros are still the 2017 world champions.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. On a side note about elections, unfortunately, our good friend Stephen Terry lost a very close election.
It's election fraud. I know it. Recount.
If you notice, his opponent had a significant amount of mail-in votes.
Ooh.
Conspiracy. I'm not gonna get started with that, but I'm just saying. But no, Stephen Terry, I talked to him. He's still in good spirits, man. You know him. He said this just wasn't what God wanted for him, so he knows that there's something better coming.
Yep.
And I agree with you, brother. Absolutely. All right, Naomi, thank you so much. So the headlines that I wanted to touch on, the woman who didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's like that can't be a thing.
Okay, but no, if
Like
you
her
actually-
husband got a vasectomy or something, and
If you read the comments, apparently that's like I wouldn't say a normal thing, but it's not a rare thing either.
So I actually used to be an ultrasound tech,
Mm-hmm.
and you would be surprised at the amount of women that would go in there and they didn't think that they were pregnant until like at least halfway through their pregnancy.
was this baby born full term though?
No, I think it was about 29 weeks. So it was
Okay.
it was early, and she's just really, really lucky. They didn't have the crew, the neonatal people on board didn't have any of their equipment or anything. They used like a shoelace to tie off the umbilical cord and a smartwatch to take the baby's heart rate. Like
Definitely a movie
crazy
coming out.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's nuts.
This
yeah.
summer, mid
So about the corporal punishment.
Midwife
about the
flight.
corporal punishment in Florida. So in Texas, if you had a permission slip signed from your parents, the school used to be able to spank
Yes,
you.
I remember getting
that.
those permission slips whenever I was a
Right.
kid.
Now my mother always declined, but
Yeah.
I knew some kids used to get their butt beat.
I did. At
Every-
McMaster's. McMaster's is where I got my first.
Wait, so your mom said yes, they can spank you?
I'm not sure. She'll probably confirm that or not. But I remember
My dad
Yeah, it was-
definitely told Deer Park School District they can spank me. As
they didn't do it enough, apparently.
I don't think we had an option when I was in school. I think you just got
You
pops.
just got it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pops. That's what my father-in-law calls them too. Pops. Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah. My uncle used to say
licks.
my uncle used to say that too. But so you were talking about the paddle. Like I said, I hope statute of limitations. Sorry, Pop. But my father, and now thinking back, this is pretty messed up. My dad found like a 2x4, and he asked me and my brother to come in and, hey guys, I want to show you something. And he got his little carving knife, and we're just sitting there like, oh, Dad's gonna make us something cool, and he's carving it, and then he gets the sander out, and like he straight up made a paddle that it was a piece of wood, had a knot.
He drill holes
And
in it.
he made no, but the knot he turned into like a handle, so like
I wish I could say I was surprised, but
His
we already
hand?
heard the other father story, so I'm not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
shocked.
So I mean, this was in the 80s, early 90s. So I mean,
Hey,
different times, man.
Look, that's two birds with one stone. You get a woodworking lesson.
There you go. Absolutely.
he even put some like lacquer on it. I was like, my goodness.
My
Put
mom
some
bought one
stain
at
on it, put some
Astroworld
clear.
and would pop us with one
What?
from Astroworld.
They had those at Astroworld.
Oh, you remember the
yeah,
icing
they sell
spatula?
them.
The icing spatula? You ever get hit with those? Okay.
Oh yeah.
See, and we're better for that. I'm sorry. We had this discussion, and I understand. Look, Oziel talked about how his father went overboard and
Right.
instilled fear in him, and I get that. I believe in corporal punishment. If you're, like I said, never do it when you're angry. If you do it out of anger, there's too much chance that anytime I've spanked my kids, I made sure I went somewhere and calmed down first. If it was something that made me mad, usually there was a lesson that needed to be taught, and I didn't just beat them or spank them and leave it at that. I always talk to them after, like, okay, this is why this happened.
Right.
This is what you should do if you're faced with this situation again. Because if you don't teach a lesson and then you just hit them, then
Absolutely.
it's pointless.
Yes.
So I think that's important. But yeah, Florida, they're wilding out there. I'm surprised there's somewhere in Florida that doesn't let kids get spanked by the principal. That surprises me.
Yeah, everything goes on in Florida.
For real, for real, for real. Alrighty, well, that was fantastic, Naomi. Thank you so much. Before we go to our main topic, let's get an ad for Stephen Terry Pest Elimination. Hey guys, Nick Stevenson here. Thanks for listening to the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast. Before we get back to it, I want to tell you about my buddy Stephen Terry at Stephen Terry Pest Elimination. Now I know what you're thinking. Not another pest control business. The real pest is that guy who's always knocking on my door, leaving door hangers, and calling at the worst times of day. Not Stephen Terry. Stephen Terry lets his work and his customer service speak for itself. Word of mouth from customers that he has personally helped, and I am one of them. Stephen Terry is always the first person I call. Whether it was the time he treated my house for ants, I haven't seen an ant around here in so long, I forgot what they look like. What's an ant? I don't know. Stephen Terry got rid of them all. Or how about the time he helped my son get rid of the pesky possums that were eating our garbage? Stephen Terry caught them and released them back into their natural habitat, and most importantly, out of my natural habitat. If you're in the Southeast Houston area, that's Leak City, Webster, Clear Lake, all the way up to Pasadena, Deer Park, and LaPorte, you've got to give Stephen Terry a call. Right now through November, Stephen Terry is offering a monthly mosquito treatment. Guys, summer is right around the corner. Do you want to be having a barbecue or a crawfish boil with the kids playing in the backyard or in the pool getting eaten alive by mosquitoes? Of course you don't. So give Stephen Terry a call at 713-477-0047. Tell him you heard about him on the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast, and he will give you half off your first month's mosquito treatment. That's 477-0047. Stephen Terry Pest Elimination. If it's scary, call Stephen Terry. Alrighty. You guys give Stephen Terry a call. It's going to be mosquito season very soon. As a matter of fact, I was at work last night and they were eating me up. So you guys give him a call. If you tell him you heard about him from the Smells Like Middle Aged Spirit podcast, he's going to give you a month off of your first mosquito treatment.
I'm so scared about mosquito season. I'm that one that no one else has to wear bug spray because they all come to me no matter what.
It's because you taste sweet. That's what it is. You got to stop being so sweet. All right.
Oh, wow.
You hear that, babe?
That
You
was
hear that?
sweet.
Trying to get me in trouble. All right.
Hey, Whitney, did you hear that? Next.
All right. So, Miss, back on topic. Miss Nikki Garvis, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
COVID-19 hit us in 2020, and everybody had to stay inside, and it separated us from being around one another. And there's so many things that people took for granted that come 2020, they just wanted to do. And unfortunately, we couldn't. So now 2021 comes, things are opening back up. And if you're a kid and you live in Deer Park and you think, man, Deer Park is so boring, you probably have news for people who think that.
Absolutely. We have so much stuff going on. It's crazy. You know?
Yeah. So I want to get into it and talk about that for sure. And then we're going to kind of get your history in Deer Park and find out, because like I said, you're a lifer. So we're gonna sell Deer Park to
right,
maybe the
let's
people
sell
who either live here and don't realize how much is going on here, or maybe the people on the outside looking in who think Deer Park doesn't have it going on.
Deer Park's
So
amazing.
So let's talk about some of the events coming up this summer. What would you say is the marquee event that's going to be coming up?
The marquee event that's coming up is probably our summer concert series. We kick off our summer concert series on let me look in my book. It's June.
Got to make sure you get it right. You don't want them showing up.
Well, you mentioned concerts, so
let's
no,
see.
everybody's going to show up.
Hold on, yeah. Oh, yeah. Our concert kickoff starts on June 4th from 6:30 to 8:30. That's a Friday.
Okay.
But it's with Benny Wills, and he is doing he's a Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a tribute?
Hello.
Like a tribute
My
song?
dog, Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash is gonna.
It's a
That's
Johnny
good.
Cash
That's
tribute
good.
band. So that starts from 6:30 to 8:30. Our concert kickoffs are usually a little bit bigger. We've got some activities for the kids and stuff to do. And from then on out, starting June 10th, we'll have concerts every Thursday in Dow Park, and those will start at 7 and run to 8:30. Naomi and her family have come to the concerts for years. Her father-in-law is a huge concert supporter.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've got theme nights every night. So you've got 80s night, you've got blues. You'll see a different band there every night.
Yeah,
So
That's cool.
It's fantastic. So just to clarify this, the kickoff event is on that Friday,
It's on
and
Friday.
all of the following concerts are on Thursday.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a free event.
Bring your lawn chairs.
Bring your lawn chairs. It's in Dow Park. That's at 610 East San Augustine in Deer Park.
That takes away the excuse. You don't have to pay for it.
That's right.
Just grab your family and show up.
Yeah.
I'm just excited we're talking about concerts again.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This
Yes.
is cool.
Absolutely.
It
Being
is,
out in public is
So
cool.
are the acts already set, or if there's somebody out there who wants to
Yeah.
perform, can they still contact you guys?
They're more than welcome to contact us, but the acts are set.
Okay.
So we've got they're set, but for next year, if they want to reach out, they're more than welcome to reach out to the Parks and Recreation Department and
All right.
throw their hat in the ring.
We got to put the band back together, guys.
Let's do
Get
it.
Ozil.
the middle-aged spirit band.
Yeah, we put the band back together.
Yeah, but the concerts are so nice. Even during the heat of summer, there's something about Dow Park and like in the shade of all the trees. There's a constant breeze. It is nice. It's very, very, it's very pleasant.
We're definitely going to check that out this year. Like I
very
said, I told you, I moved to Deer Park 5 years ago, and I didn't know anybody. And I'm really fortunate to be here now because we've, especially starting this podcast, I've met so many great people that I would not have met otherwise. And thanks for the photo op. I've met so many people I wouldn't have met otherwise, and I'm fortunate to be meeting you. Like I said, we really want to ingratiate ourselves in the community. We want to be involved in events like that. Maybe one day even do a live location at a Deer Park event?
To our
Like,
concerts.
yes.
We can do it at the concerts, right? We can go
That
ahead,
would
and
be
put our bid in now.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
We'll take it.
We got it.
All right,
got it.
I'm ready.
This is
do
Concerts
it.
in the Park presented by Smells Like Middle Aged Spirit.
Now, can you
That's
boys
right.
behave yourselves?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not.
Better.
We're doing so now. We're doing pretty good.
We're gonna bring the
That's
paddle
right.
just in case. Okay.
So all of
Absolutely.
these are family events. You can bring the kids.
Bring the kids. We've got our concerts are set in Dow Park, so you've got playgrounds. I mean, all surroundings. You can send your kids to the playground. The way the pavilions are set up. If anybody hasn't been to Dow Park lately, you need to go to Dow Park because the pavilions are beautiful. They're like 2 years old. They are pretty awesome.
Nice.
But you can sit out there, watch the kids. The pool will be open.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. The splash pad.
Bring
yeah.
your dog.
pads
Bring
there,
your
yeah.
dog. I noticed the
Bring
fancy
your dog.
the fancy water fountains with the dog fountain at the
That's right,
bottom.
at the bottom. That's all
That
in
was
Dow Park.
the water fountain has a fountain up here for you and then one at the
at the-
bottom for your
You
dog.
just step on it. and
That's
it, whoop,
fancy.
fills it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
man, it's the birthplace of Texas. It's all about family, you know. So
That's right.
Even if you're just trying to get some exercise, our walking trails are all out there. We've got brand new bridges we're installing. That,
Nice.
to
Do y'all
replace
still have
the old
Saturday Night
bridges.
Out?
We don't still have Saturday.
So sad.
tell me what Saturday night out is. I'm
know.
I'm an,
It used to
I'm an
be so-
outsider. So what is that?
Yeah.
So
bring it
on
back.
Saturday, well, it was on every Saturday, and it used to end at midnight. I think is what it was. But it was basically, I mean, let's just be real. It was basically the parents dropped off the kids so they can go have a good Saturday night, and the kids could have a good Saturday night. But it was
Right.
It was basically turned the convention center into kind of like a kids version of like a dance place where
Hey,
they play
that's
music
cool.
and you could buy
Yeah.
concessions and they would do giveaways. I know for a fact, I remember one year or one night I won a skateboard and it had like like a beat up smiley face on it. I don't know. It was cool.
Sounds like an awesome childhood
Yeah.
memory
It
that you
was.
would like for other people to experience.
We just
Exactly.
got dropped off at the
All
skating
right, so how do we
rink.
bring that back?
Yeah, we need to bring that back.
How do we
Okay.
bring that
I
back?
might come back to
We'll
Deer
play
Park
this-
if we do that.
That's it.
Do we have to show up to like a town hall meeting? How do we get our
That's
suggestions
right.
in
You
for
can,
stuff
you're,
like
you're
that?
talking to the right person. I can pitch it.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
can definitely pitch it.
I like
good.
this. This is a good guest. I like
See,
it.
Oh,
Two
she's
good
great.
guests. I love this.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
absolutely. So, you also brought up, and when we spoke earlier about some summer camps for the kids. So,
That's what I was going to segue into. He said,
Yeah.
dropping your kids off. I'm like, hey, there we go. Let's just drop them off.
absolutely.
We've got some great camps. Actually, we're doing Camp Crabgrass, which has been around since, I was in school, which was a long time ago.
It wasn't that long.
It can't be that long.
Can't be that long.
And so, but there's sessions, and they start June 7th. They're week-long sessions, Monday through Friday. They will run 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So basically
They'll be gone all day.
all day. You hear
That
that?
sounds so nice.
Sounds like nap time.
You don't even have to get out of the car. We'll meet you at the car.
Oh my goodness.
Slow down to a slow roll.
Sold.
And
You don't
kick
have to
your
say-
kids
say
out.
less.
Take 'em out.
Tuck and roll. Tuck
Say
and
less.
roll.
Tuck and roll, kiddo. Tuck and roll. But they take them to different field trips during the day. So they'll have one field trip a week. We've got some excellent camp counselors that play with your kids. They have all kinds of activities. They have a movie day. That's hosted at the Jimmy Burke, and they
That's cool.
yeah like they go to Skate World, Mr. Monkey's Emporium.
Mr. Monkey's Emporium.
I need some more information
I need
about
to
that
go.
one.
That's right.
Did you say
That's
skating?
right.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, they take them to Skate World.
Look, get your
Yeah.
kids,
See?
get your kids off the Xbox, off the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Skate
Take 'em to
World
Camp
used
Crabgrass.
to
Take 'em
be
to Camp
the place to
Crabgrass.
go.
Yep.
Skate World is still pretty lit.
It's
I
still
haven't-
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't been there in so long.
Apparently, that's where the junior high kids hang out.
My kids have had so many birthday parties there. They are
Yeah.
obsessed. I'm really sorry, Nikki.
That's okay. I've been there one, two.
I'm
Yeah.
like Nikki.
A
It's
million
skating
times.
weekend.
So many good
That's it.
memories.
We
I
did a
used-
party for Hannah there a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
or last
it's
year.
fun. It's
Yeah.
fun.
That's all right. Yeah.
I used to live in Parktown, so we would go. That's where we would go.
Hell yeah.
That was.
you
that
walk.
was
It's cool
very-
living in a town where the skating rink is like not
skating
just,
distance.
not just where like people go to do drug deals and stuff. Like people actually go there.
Yeah,
People
it's,
actually
it's,
go there.
it's cool.
Because in the neighborhoods I've lived in before, like the skate, it was
It's like
dead.
roll bounce.
Yeah,
Or
it was
is that
nothing.
what
No,
you
Skate World's
There was
great.
nothing there, but Skate World actually
Yeah.
has like legit crowds there, and the kids like to go there, so that's fun.
Yep.
That's fun. So that's called Camp Crabgrass.
Camp Crabgrass.
And when does that start?
The first session is June 7th. Those are week-long sessions. They'll run June 7th, and we have another one June 14th. June 21st, of course, we skip July 4th week because we have our big 4th Fest, which I'll talk about in just a little bit.
Right.
And then July 12th and July 19th. So pretty much your entire, entire summer is
Okay.
can be.
Now,
you
do
can
they
get rid
pay
of
for
them
this,
kiddos.
or is this just first come, first
Yeah,
serve?
nope, they pay for it. It's $130 for residents and $150 for non, so you get a discount.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, so non-residents can do it too.
Yeah, non-residents are invited too. It's for
Awesome.
ages 6 to 11.
How old is
So-
Pasadena and LaPorte?
Is that only like is that
Yeah.
like physical age or can it be like age at heart?
We'll take you.
Because
Josh will take you.
He wants to go check
Don't
out
be,
Skate World.
don't be the creeper, Josh. Don't be the creeper.
We may have
dude,
to.
I have
we
so
have to
many
fill out a
fun.
Just
background check.
volunteer to be a chaperone, and then
I'll do
There
it.
you go.
there you go.
I have so many fond memories of Skate World. That's cool. The
Yeah.
fact that it's still open is even cooler.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
It's a Deer Park
and
staple.
it survived the pandemic, which was incredible. So speaking of, before we move on to the next,
All right.
if there are people who may be concerned still about COVID, like, are there any precautions you guys are taking? Are they still wearing masks?
We're still
and-
wearing masks. We're still hand sanitizing at the door. We're still
Okay.
taking all those precautions. So,
Perfect.
and I'm not sure if those will go away. I don't know. Mask may, but the hand sanitation and all those new things,
There's
everything-
nothing wrong with
There's
sanitizing.
nothing wrong. Absolutely.
Always keep your hands clean. Absolutely.
Wash your
Okay.
hands, people.
So, Fourth Fest, what exactly is that? I'm going to tell you what my guess was. You can tell me if I'm right. I'm assuming this is something to do with July 4th.
Wow, that was a really great guess, Nick.
Whoa. It's
Shocking.
like he's telepathic.
It's exactly. Thank you. It's a gift.
Gosh.
God.
Wow.
It's a gift.
Wow. Fourth Fest is.
There's a lot of things
It's
it could
okay.
be.
That's okay. That's okay. Did good. Did good.
It
So
could be
fourth-
fourth meal. Like, hey, everybody, after this party, let's go have Fourth Fest.
It's like second breakfast.
Right.
It's not May 4th, so it's not 4th be with you.
Yeah, and there's no other holiday in June, so this
Wait.
great narrowing down, Nick.
All right. All right. all
But
right.
Fourth Fest is in July.
No, June. Did I say July?
You said
I thought I said June.
it is. You did say June.
Yeah,
Fourth
I know.
Fest is in July.
I know, but
Yeah.
I said there's no holidays in June. So
Oh.
then it would
There's
obviously be July.
Juneteenth.
Don't
Thank
try to
you.
make me feel stupid
But we
this time,
said
Nick. I
Fourth
was
Fest.
right.
Maybe
I was
it was
right
June
this time.
4th.
There's also
What's on
June
June?
27th.
August 4th.
June 27th is DJ Screw Day.
Well,
Thank you.
that's but that's not why it would be fourth day, Nick.
June 2nd is my mom's birthday.
All right, Nikki, we're
Okay,
ready to learn
sorry.
about fourth day.
That's okay.
Oh, yes.
The fourth.
What is Fourth Fest?
Fourth Fest is our July 4th event. That's where we shoot the fireworks off from. So everybody who watches the fireworks, they are shot off from the Jimmy Burke. It's 500 West 13th Street.
Okay.
We're gonna have a band. OMG H-Town will perform. They're a variety band.
Cool.
So we'll have some other activities. I think there was talk of a bubble tower, which I saw some pictures of. It was pretty awesome.
It's July 4th. You got to get some
Josh,
cornhole,
you
I
right?
feel like
It's a
she's speaking
bubble
to my
tower.
soul.
You
with
can
all
you
this
can
stuff.
play in the bubble tower. I'm watching it. I just looked. I was like, bubble
I'm a
tower.
kid at heart, man.
Josh. That's right. So they've
You
got
can do a
some.
photo shoot there.
Oh yeah, the city would love that.
You don't know me.
Ooh.
What about some cornhole? It's July 4th. Got to have some
That's
cornhole.
right.
Is
That's
there
right.
cornhole?
There's bocce ball.
That
out there.
bocce ball.
I love
Bocce
bocce.
ball.
What is? Okay, what's bocce ball?
Oh no.
I know what cornhole is.
It's where you roll the balls in the sand and you try to make it like.
You've got like
okay.
a little
Yeah, yeah.
ball, and you got to throw the bigger balls, and I don't know what the correct terms
going.
are. Sorry,
That's
Mom.
good.
And then you got to get
Okay.
as close to that one as possible,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah.
knock others out.
Knock others out. Yeah.
Boom.
Right,
That's
right,
the
right.
gist of it.
I've never heard it called that. But
It's
okay.
like, what's the table?
Shuffleboard,
Like shuffleboard, but with
but with balls.
both balls.
And croquet, kind of, because it's outside.
Yeah, croquet.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
It's like a mix.
So there's stuff to do this summer
I'm down.
in Deer
There's
Park.
Tons of
It
Sounds
stuff
awesome.
to do this
And
summer.
tell people about this little magazine.
This
right here.
wonderful magazine. This is our Live and Play magazine, and it can be found online at our website, which is www.deerparktx.org/Parks and Rec. And if you click on view our brochure, that it has everything that is going on. We've got swimming lessons. There are just, I mean, it's amazing how many things we have. I was actually telling our director the other day that this was the biggest brochure that I've put together in the 6 years I've been with the
You
city.
want to
Wow.
know one of my favorite things that happens at the pool?
What is that?
And I know it's already passed, but if
Adult
you
Swim?
don't know,
Ooh.
Wow.
yeah, I'm all for that. But they actually during the off season when the pool is closed, they actually will stock the pool for Texas Parks and Wildlife, right? They stock the pool with fish, and you can take the kids to go fishing. And they teach them how to fish.
In the
They-
swimming pool.
Yes.
Roscoe's Fishing Adventure.
It is super cool.
Can we also sign up for that?
That is all ages and it's free. It's in January.
And you're gonna catch
So-
something. They're in a pool.
Well, God, I hope
You've
so.
gotta catch them all.
If you don't, you should probably give up fishing.
I'm putting a thing in my calendar to remind Josh that to register.
We're gonna be
for
friends on
Roscoe's
Facebook for
Fishing.
sure.
There
We're
you
gonna be
go. We
friends.
got this.
There's
I'll
just
remind
tons
you.
of stuff going on. And if you think there's nothing going on, you know what? Take a minute out of your day and go to the city's website and you can see everything that's going on right in your own backyard.
Yeah, let's get the kids outside, man. That's
Get them active. That's a huge thing.
Yep. And get the parents active too. You know,
Yeah.
parents stuck in the office all day long, and then they get home, they got to cook dinner, do some cleaning, do some laundry, and then they're stuck on their phones trying to unwind. You know what? Go outside and spend some family time together.
yeah. And it can't be dismissed that, like I said, this whole COVID thing. I mean, depression was on the rise. People were stuck in the house.
Absolutely. It
And
was a hard year.
Human interaction was lacking. So to be able to just go out and get to know some of the people in your community, I know it's an old notion. I know people don't do that anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know very well the people who live right next door to me. But it's because I think the times that we live in, everything's on a screen. We're so accustomed, like human interaction is just not a thing. The first time I really talked to my neighbors for an extended period is when our power went out and we didn't have TV. We didn't have internet. Like,
Was it like, hey, is your power out? Yeah, mine too. All right, cool. And that was it. That was like extended.
come out
no,
like a
like we actually
vampire.
stood outside in the snow and like had a conversation. It's not a bad thing, and I think it's something that I think is very cool.
Was
That
this before or after ice basketball?
definitely
Yeah,
before.
You want to go ahead and explain that now so it's no longer in the secret?
Why do we have to talk about that on this episode?
It's been brought
All
up
right.
twice.
Long story short, during the freeze, we had no power. I said, kids, let's go outside. So we go outside. We had a good.
That's when you knew Nick messed up.
We had a nice sheet of ice on the driveway, and we decided, it'd be cool to play ice skating basketball. And so we're sliding on the ice and shooting baskets. And long story short, I fall, I hit my head, I get a concussion. I still get dizzy if I look up too fast.
So
right now.
note to self: if Nick Stevenson signs up for anything, we need to have him sign a waiver.
Yes.
Well, sometimes I'm
important.
John. My name's John.
You guys gonna
sometimes,
do like
and
ice skating in the wintertime? Well, can you like freeze the pool and turn it into a pond?
Dude,
No?
that'd be so awesome.
you would not be anywhere. You wouldn't be allowed anywhere near it, Nick.
We do dive-in movies.
Oh yes, I've seen
Those
those.
are awesome. We're
Did you
doing
say
two.
They watch
dive-in
movies?
Dive-in
I love it.
movies.
Yes.
You guys watch
I love
movies at the pool, right?
At the pool. Yeah.
Weren't y'all doing like Jaws in the pool or something like that?
No, we're not doing Jaws this year. We have.
Oh,
I think
that's
have
a
before.
relief.
That would be
That's
cool.
that'd be scary.
That's awesome.
I don't like that idea.
No, me neither.
No, that is very cool. It's very cruise ship esque. They do that on cruise ships a
Yeah,
lot.
they're doing Frozen 2 and Goofy movie.
They are
Oh yes,
July.
We are going.
yes.
We are going to get into that
16th.
in our
that's so
specialty.
awesome.
We'll be
Segue
there.
right into
We will
that.
be there. I'm wearing my Powerline
July
costume
16th.
and everything.
If you don't, you just put it out there in the universe. If you don't,
I'm wearing a Powerline costume.
okay,
I gotta lose some weight first.
you gotta
Alright.
do some. You gotta do the dance moves and everything.
You wanna hear something that's sad?
What's
God.
that? Don't tell me. Don't
if-
say.
if
Don't
it
say.
involves,
it.
it?
Do
if
not
it
say.
involves a Goofy movie, you're
What?
done. Cut off.
Fire.
Okay, next. What were you
She's
saying?
fired.
You were
Who's
saying
that?
something.
Dive-in movies.
I had a little girl crush on Powerline.
Yes. Okay, but if you look it up, you know what he's based off of, right?
No.
He's based on Prince.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Well, then
You know who
it's
voiced
then.
him, right? Was Tevin Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have the soundtrack on my phone. Like, I'm
Me too.
Just, like, not gonna lie. Like, if I didn't get Judgment Stares, it would definitely be my ringtone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even care about Judgment Stairs.
That's what I
Like,
say.
Is that Powerline? Yes, it is.
dude, he's
about your
only the
business.
biggest rock star on the planet. I'm sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves because we're going to talk about this later.
I'm excited.
It's that direction.
I'm super
sorry.
excited. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm also interested
Con, you look so excited as well.
in the mermaid. I'm interested in the mermaid kisses and starfish wishes, daddy-daughter dance.
Daddy-daughter dance.
When is that in, and how do we sign up for that?
That
'Cause
is
my-
going to be.
my youngest will love that.
Yeah, she absolutely would. That is June 19th.
Okay.
And it's really a cool event, and it's kind of sideways on a story about the daddy daughter dance. Like, it's different when you get moms in a situation and dads. So we had a daddy daughter dance a few years ago where the power went out. Well, the moms would have been freaking
Freaking out.
yeah. The dads were just like, You know, they had their flashlights out. They were getting
cell phones
snacks.
lit up the night.
Yeah.
You don't say. The fathers were able to handle the power going out,
They
and the
were-
mothers weren't.
Is
the
that
mother-
another
the
dig,
mothers
Nick?
weren't there, Yeah.
Is that another one?
We,
You didn't learn the last time, did you?
you know, dads are just so relaxed, but but this year's theme is mermaid kisses and starfish wishes, and
That's cool.
I love
yeah,
that.
That's cool.
it's just a really fun event. The Jimmy Burke is decorated really beautifully. They always do a fantastic job, and it's kind of just a relaxing night. Yeah,
I'm actually excited. I didn't really. So you said this is the most busy that you guys have been. Is it because it's been so long since we've been able to do anything?
I think so. I
So you
think
guys
so.
are like, let's go all in.
Let's go all in. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's give everybody.
Love it.
Let's get out of the house for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Everyone's
So-
tired of being in the house.
Live and play. You said they can get this online.
Yes, they can.
Okay, I got
get
this
it
in the
online.
mail. Does everybody in Deer Park get this in the
The
mail?
Deer Park says everybody who gets a water bill gets the
Okay.
gets the brochure.
And this
So,
comes out
It's a nice consolation.
every
That's right.
3 months.
It's well, yeah, once a quarter. We have a summer edition, we have a
Okay.
fall edition, and a winter spring.
So when it shows up, guys, don't just throw it in the trash. Like, open it up. There's so much to do
Oh,
here.
there's so much to do.
You had my attention as well on the Little Shop of
I'd
Horrors.
feed me, Seymour.
Okay, when's that?
And the fact that it says dinner in a show makes it even worse. I mean, even better.
Even better.
I mean,
You know, our Art Park Players is the only dinner theater. Oh no,
that is great.
it is the only dinner theater in the Houston
It's
area.
opposite day. Worse means better. I get it.
Yeah, this is going to the same guy that said 6 was in between
That's okay.
1 and 5.
I
So leave me
got you.
alone, Nick.
Josh, I'm with you.
Did you snort?
If you guys haven't noticed, happy Cinco de Mayo. We're drinking margaritas during this episode. Courtesy of Gringos. They're not a
lime
sponsor
juice.
of the Smells Like
Lime
Middle Age
juice.
But they
Spirit
should be.
podcast. But if they want to be,
They should be. for
holler at
sure.
your boy.
These are good.
Yeah, I mean, this is really awesome. So this comes every quarter.
Every
You
quarter.
guys check it out. There's things to do in Deer Park. Let's get out. Let's let's enjoy one another's company.
That's right.
Josh, what? All right, everybody's cut off.
No, we still got plenty left. What are you
Everybody's
talking
cut off. No,
The fact that it's Little Shop of Horrors makes it worse.
about? Yes, makes it worse.
makes it worse.
Makes it worse. I don't know
Anyway,
why it's
so
worse.
when
At least
is
there's not
when,
going to be any dead space, Nick.
when is that's true? When is the Little Shop of Horrors, Josh?
Go
Or
ahead,
you-
Josh.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want to take
I'll
her
go
shine.
with it.
She's doing great.
We got July 9th, 10th, 11th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Our
Wow.
Sunday shows are matinees. Both the Friday and Saturday shows are evening shows. And if you sign up, usually the dinner tickets sell out pretty quick. But if you get in there now, then there's a possibility that you can have some lunch.
So I'm noticing
And this-
there
is
that
this
it
all
says
ages?
live on
Dinner.
stage.
Yeah.
So
It
this is going to
is.
be actually performed
It
by.
is.
Is this Deer Park High School? Or?
No, this is the Art Park Players, which is Deer
Okay.
Park's own. We are the only Parks and Rec, one of the only Parks and Rec departments in the state that has their own community theater group.
And not just a community theater group, but these guys are amazing,
They're-
talented. They can sing, they can dance. I mean, the whole shebang. They are. If y'all have not gone,
Sounds
you've
like I
got
need
to
to
go
be
check out
one
the
of the art
theater.
park.
I do have a quick question
They'll
on
take
here.
it.
Is this all ages?
This yes,
Because I
all
do notice it
ages.
says this foul mouth, and I just wanted to make sure.
It is all ages.
Okay.
Everything we do is all ages.
Foul can mean a lot of things.
That's right.
It could stink. The mouth could
Bad.
stink.
Maybe
the,
he doesn't brush his teeth.
the
Well,
mouth
if you
could
said-
have
if you
a
said
bird
this
in it.
Fouled mouth. Wow. We're not even doing a dad joke segment, and you brought a dad joke right into it.
He did.
We could have.
Oh my God.
Dad jokes.
No, I mean, there's so much going on. You guys, if you got this thing in the mail, you guys check it out for sure.
Check it out.
And what's let's see. I got 99 problems, but age ain't one.
That's right.
What is that?
That's for our Maxwell Center. We have stuff for our seniors too.
Oh wow.
That's ages 55 plus.
Don't mind what's going on over here, Nick. Keep Nikki's off
That's
focus.
right.
So what's going on for the seniors? That's incredible.
We've got all kinds of stuff going on. Lots of activities.
Tell me there's bingo.
And we do parking lot bingo.
Dude, we are going to be at every one of these events.
Yes. You're
We
not-
found our
We're
live
not
events.
seniors.
You're not seniors. That's okay.
It's for seniors.
We're pretty close. We're middle aged.
What if you like bring your senior parent or grandmother.
You,
one.
hey,
You can participate.
you can, yeah, that's
There you
cheating,
go.
but with
All right, so we'll bring your parents and we'll all just tag along.
You call my parents old? Okay.
I think that's what he just did. Yeah.
man, they're doing cardio drumming.
What?
I know, I saw that, dude.
Cardio drumming.
Grandma in here was getting down on
She's
the
like,
drums.
what? And they
Where's
got
that
big
picture
balls,
at?
and they.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you seen a fat drummer before? I don't
Look
know
at
if
this.
you
Look
and
at
far
Grandma.
between.
She-
Yes,
that's
I
right.
have. You've seen him too? I've seen a fat drummer, and it was incredible. I was like,
He must not be doing cardio drumming.
Yeah, because Grandma getting down.
She
Yeah,
looks
for sure.
really excited about that.
She's like, yeah.
we got to get that picture up on the video.
I like
You
it.
gotta get that.
Is there anything
Yeah,
else
show that.
notable that you want to bring up? I mean, I think the big things we said were the concert series.
We've got all kinds of stuff. You've got painting you can do. We've got Paint Me, where we give you ceramics that you can paint. I mean, seriously, this book should be your summer guide.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is something to do almost every day during the summer.
There's
Wow.
geocaching. Okay, I'm done.
Geocaching.
We're just gonna sit here and read this book, the
Dude,
whole
there's so
episode.
many things in here. Like,
Yeah.
I
No.
feel so bad. That
I feel
live in-
bad that I've had it for like 3 weeks and didn't look in it.
But now
When you
look-
brought it here, I was like, "Hey, I've seen that before." Like,
I've
wait,
looked-
I
you've
got it in
learned
the
your
meal. Like,
lesson. Did you put it in the trash, please?
no, it's sitting at my coffee table with my other
I
GQ
put a
and Sports
lot of
Illustrated.
work into this
Is that
book.
where it's at?
Please
It's
tell
like
me you didn't throw it in
it's
the
like
trash.
spread out, so it looks like. No, it's downstairs. Downstairs.
You said GQ, and I remember your stack of GQs. Are
I have a
behind us.
couple.
A couple.
Yeah, I have a subscription.
Okay.
Nick is the only guy that I know that orders GQ magazine.
All right, let me tell you
Another
the story.
Human being.
got-
Yeah,
Let
you-
me tell you the story.
High
First of all,
hopes.
GQ is a very good.
Yes.
There was a time and day, Nikki. There was a time and day.
Okay, I got you.
I know I don't look GQ now, but there was a time.
Back when he had the mustache, dude.
Back before
you
my
have to
realtor
bring the
bought me
mustache
Crocs.
back.
No, but okay, so I bought some equipment for this podcast, and they're like, you ordered so much, you win $100 prize, and the $100 prize was magazine subscription. Like, of course it is. But anyway,
Of course. But you chose GQ out of all the magazine choices.
GQ is a good magazine.
Yeah. And Home and Garden was out.
I got GQ,
Dude, Home and
Entrepreneur,
Garden is where it's at.
Sports
What are you
Illustrated, and
talking
Entertainment.
about? I may be biased on that one, but Home and Garden is where it's at.
That's right.
Of course. Right now is where we're gonna play the Josh Beard realtor ad. Okay. Well, Nikki, thank you for letting us know about all the great things that are going on in the city of Deer Park. Now let's talk about your history in the city of Deer
right.
Park. Were you born here?
Well, yeah, I was born in actually Baytown, but
Baytown.
Yeah.
We won't hold that against you.
I'm sorry.
We won't hold that against you. Hey, we love Baytown. I love Baytown.
Dirty Bay.
Yeah. I went through.
They're our neighbors.
That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just born.
I mean, you
there.
gotta get through the port
And
first.
no, you get to take the ferry now because it's open again.
Fun.
No, so okay,
Seagulls.
but you are a graduate of Deer Park ISD. So when did you leave Baytown and come to Deer Park?
I think we moved here when I was 5, 6. So
Okay.
I started kindergarten at Dabbs Elementary right
Okay.
here.
Good old
I
dad.
know,
Let's go.
that's right. That's where your husband went too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Did
See?
did you know her husband?
We were no, I'm older than he is.
Oh, okay.
But you knew of him.
Older.
No, so I
He's
mean,
my second husband.
what are some of your fond memories of growing up in Deer Park?
Oh, some fond memories of growing up in Deer Park. Man, it's a funny story, but my dad used to have this old 60, truck, Ford or Chevy truck. I don't even remember, but it had the vinyl seats, and he'd pull into the pool. You know, lots of memories at the pool. You know, we'd be
Yeah.
stuck, and he'd take us. He was a shift worker, of course, because chemical plant kids. That's
what
what
we
we
do.
all are. It's what we do.
Yeah.
And on his days off, he'd take us to the pool during the summer. And I really have a fond place for Dow Park Pool. And then I worked there after while I was in high school as a
Oh, okay.
lifeguard.
Okay.
I'm telling you, public servant extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire. That's
is.
amazing.
Living up to it.
Always
Living
has
up.
been.
That's amazing. When I first came to Deer Park, my wife had so many great things to say about it because she grew up here also. And I grew up in Lamarck in Texas City. And so I would say the average income was probably a little bit less where I came from.
Right,
So we
right.
always looked at Deer Park as like, oh, those are the snooty people, right? And so when she told me, hey, I want to move to Deer Park, I'm like, not Deer Park. I'm like, really? Deer Park?
And I was
Really?
like, yes, Deer Park.
So we moved out here. We'd been dating for like a year when we moved out here, and I got out here, and unfortunately, I'm one of those people. I keep my circle very small, and I'm not gonna, just because you're from Deer Park doesn't mean we're gonna be friends. And so, you know, we put our kids in football. My son was a Tiger. My girls were Starlights and Twinkles.
There you go.
And when I first got there, everybody was so nice, and I was just like, why are you being so nice? Like, I didn't trust it. Like, I'm gonna keep my circle really small. And after a while, I started to realize that, you know what, these people really are genuine.
Absolutely.
We went from being acquaintances to friends to being like family with many people in the community. And then once we started the podcast, I mean, it went up a whole nother level. So I am really fortunate, and I'm glad that my wife said we're moving to Deer Park. I'll be completely honest. I know demographically it's not one of the more diverse communities, but I will tell you that they embrace everybody who comes here.
Yep.
My mother is an African American woman. And we don't have a high population of African Americans here. But when she came here, her and her girlfriend both were just completely embraced by the community. They went out to eat at Antonio's, and a complete stranger bought them a bottle of wine and said, "Welcome to Deer Park."
And
And
post about that.
yeah, I mean, and that told me that's why I'm glad I settled in here, because you're not going to get that everywhere. Yeah.
I know. And, you know, Antonio's is BYOB, so they went to the store.
Yes, they had to go to the store.
And
Yeah.
brought it back. Like,
Yeah, they
I'm
did,
telling
and they welcomed them with open arms.
But if
so.
you haven't met Nick's mom and girlfriend,
Not yet.
you are missing out. They are legitimately one of the coolest people. I met them,
Yeah.
I think, at least one or twice.
And that's why I'm
it's
so
just-
happy that I don't know what it was about this complete
What?
stranger.
Why are you laughing, Naomi?
One or twice. We both heard it. I said,
I mean,
we
I mean,
pick on
like,
those boys.
well, because I don't consider it just one time. Hey, how you doing? And leave
Right.
as a meet. That's like sit down, talk a little bit. That's
Yeah,
that's a
absolutely.
meet.
And that's why I was so happy that they were treated the way they were treated, because they are good people. And
Yeah.
right.
and I'm glad they had that experience here, because sometimes when you're in a strange place and you don't know and you don't see a lot of people who look like you, you might be uncomfortable. And the fact that, like I said, a complete stranger, like you said, went and bought the wine, brought it back. They had a
yeah.
great time. I mean, so I'm proud of Deer Park. I love Deer Park. I love everything about it. And I tell people all the time, you know, if you're not ever going to be a stranger when you come to Deer Park.
Yeah.
That's
It's
for
a
sure.
fantastic community. It feels like a community. You really feel like you're a part of something over here. I've lived in, you know, all around the Houston suburban area, and it was never a community. It's just, you know, this side of town, you know, and it's just a side of town. But there's here, like, it really is a community.
It's a family.
It is.
There's
I
no
love it.
side of town.
Love it.
You're absolutely right. I didn't even think about that.
It's just here. My
There's
my
just-
husband moved here when we moved. It was from Bel Air. And he was like, "Y'all have running water outside the loop?" I was like, "Yes, we have running water outside the
That's
loop."
funny.
Yeah. So you know, we've just I've raised my daughter here. It's just a great community.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you decided you were going to stay here. You're going to raise your family here.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So you say you're a public servant extraordinaire.
Extraordinary.
Right now you're the marketing coordinator, technical coordinator for the Deer Park Parks and Recreation. Do you have any aspirations of possibly serving in a different role?
I'm not sure. You know, I'm kind of limited with working for the city. Whether I step up and serve on city council, that doesn't work very well. But
Right.
you know, who knows? I'll always be serving the public, though. I do know that. People are my thing. You know, I just like to make people happy, and
I can tell.
And
I
if-
do.
yeah. And if y'all are listening and you don't know who Nikki is, which there's probably very few of you out there, honestly,
Yeah.
she is
You're probably helping us out more than we're helping you out. That's for sure.
she is high energy, the most positive person. I mean, you could not get a better person to work for Parks and Rec than this lady right here.
there you go.
How long you been doing it? I think you already mentioned that, but how long have
Yeah,
you been?
well, no, I was with the Chamber of Commerce for 8 years and then moved over to the city. And I've been at the city for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in July.
I swear to, I've seen you
Long
before.
time.
I just don't know where.
She's
I'm
everywhere.
Sure, yeah,
Probably.
You're probably people you may know. You have like 7,000 friends on Facebook.
I don't have that many. Don't
Only
make-
because they don't allow
don't
you.
make me blush. Nick.
No, you'd have to have a public figure account. To
Right.
Get
No,
over
No,
5,000.
but I think we've met because I
Probably.
went to Carpenter and I went all the way up through Monette and then I went to LaPorte. So I was.
We won't hold that against you.
Yeah, I know. I graduated. That's all that matters.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
So
There you
once
go.
again, can you throw out the website for Parks and Rec?
Absolutely. It's dearparks.gov/Parks and Rec.
Alrighty, and that's where they can actually get a copy of this on there too, as well. Correct?
Yes. So if you go to that website, there's a browse our brochure button. You just click it and it opens up.
And what's the Facebook page for all of y'all who want to just follow along on social media?
Deer Park Parks and Rec.
There you go.
Deer Park Park, and it's only on Facebook. Anything else?
And we've got an Instagram also. It's
Oh, look at this. And
That's-
a Twitter,
Ba-
and
ba-
a YouTube.
and a Twitter.
What was that?
And a Twitter.
Twitter. Deer
What was the first word you were gonna
Park
say?
Are we gonna have to
That's
bleep
okay.
some more stuff out?
Dang
Nope.
it.
Nope. Twitter all the way. They're going to be tweeting.
Twitter.
Tweeting on the Twitter.
Tweet on the Twitter.
I just want to say, Naomi, you added a whole another level to this podcast. We love you. Thank you.
Yes. No, Naomi's the best, and I'm fortunate that she was able to introduce us to you. And I hope
I love it.
like this is what I tell everybody who comes on this show. Like once you're on here, you're squad, and I want you to know
Yeah.
that for good. Like
That's right.
You're welcome to come on anytime. I hope you continue to listen. Like I
Absolutely.
said, we're really wanting to ingratiate ourselves in the Deer Park community. Looking to do a fundraising event at some point for one of the nonprofits that sponsor us. We would love to do live location. We want to be present.
Yes.
And
yes.
Come to the concert.
Are we gonna try to do?
I just caught a glimpse. I'm sorry. I just caught a glimpse of of Khan sipping out of his flamingo, and it is awesome.
But you gotta show the folks.
Let me
Show the
see that
folks. on
No,
the
it
camera
was
what you
definitely
got.
on the camera.
You got it.
He just looked like a kid sipping on a juice box. He's just like,
It's my Capri Sun.
That's right.
That's
Oh
all
my
it is,
goodness.
Nick. It's fine.
You
It's
say
cool.
being involved with the community. Are we gonna do the Holly Jolly Jacket Drive again?
yes, I want that
sweet.
to happen. We missed out last year.
We did.
For obvious reasons. I do want to do the Holly Jolly Jacket Drive. Like I said, we want to really be in the community
Yeah.
and become a staple of it.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm
We'd
thinking
love to have you at the concerts for an on location. That'd be
that
fun.
would be
We'll
amazing.
be there.
So
That's amazing.
was that an offer, or were you just saying that?
No, I think we should.
We got
For this
Totally
season.
in.
For this season?
Why not? Yeah.
All right, we're in.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk when
Yeah, we're done. We're in.
We're definitely gonna
do
talk
it.
Whatever
when
we
we're
got to
done.
do.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's get to an ad for Myriad Mobile because we're gonna have a very lengthy discussion for our specialty segment.
So excited.
We're gonna have a very lengthy segment.
If you
So,
listen to sorry, I got into it. We can go ahead.
All right.
all right, Maestro, you give us the Myriad Mobile ad, please. Hey guys, it's Nick Stevenson again, here to tell you about my friend Brian Wells and his mobile welding and mobile mechanic service, Myriad Mobile. Brian has been welding for over 20 years and he will let his work speak for itself. Welding repairs, whether they're industrial or residential, wrought iron fencing, he can repair that old rusty fence and repaint it, or he'll even build you a new one. Oh, and in case you missed it, that's right. I also said that Brian offers mobile mechanic services. You need a part changed, your brakes or your oil change? Why not do it from the comfort of your own home? Myriad Mobile will come to you. So whether it's an industrial or residential welding repair, or you need a new fence, or you don't want to drive or have your car towed to the mechanic shop, then call my friend Brian Wells at Myriad Mobile. The number to call is 713-538-6938. That's 713-538-6938. Myriad Mobile, welding and car repair. Tell them that Nick from the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast sent you. Timing. Perfect timing. Alrighty, yeah, you guys give Brian a call at Myriad Mobile Welding and Car Repair. Why do you want to get your car fixed and have to go to the mechanic? Just have him come to you. He'll change your brakes. He'll
Have you
do
called
anything
them
that
yet
you need.
for yours?
No, I just
Yeah, he
wrapped
said
my
he
pipes.
can.
I'm not taking those wraps off.
He said he can fix your exhaust.
Perfect.
Yeah, he
I'll
said he
call
can fix
him whenever I get the wraps taken off.
Which needs to do
Perfect.
wraps.
So, okay, after we do our main discussion on the show, what we normally do is a specialty segment, and we have some recurring specialty segments. One of them is conspiracies, where my good friend Mr. Khan brings up a conspiracy that he wants us to discuss, whether we think it's valid or invalid. We thought that might be a little bit controversial for this show, so
We can do one right now. Con, aliens. Yes or no?
Yes.
Perfect. We're done.
Okay. And
what I wanted to go ahead.
No, I think you're gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Maybe.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I was gonna say, Nikki.
Yeah.
You know a lot of people in Deer Park. You've been here your whole life, just about. Have you heard of crazy paranormal stuff happening in Deer Park?
Duh.
have.
Like
There's
the
a-
Ghost of Santa Ana and
Dude,
stuff.
there's a book.
I've heard
Get
of.
the book.
Yep.
I have
want
friends
the
that
book. I
work
am all
out
about
at
it.
the Oxy Vinyl plant,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oxyvinyl
and they've
has
heard
a lot.
people they've heard things and not, I wouldn't say see things, but heard things out there walking the cars.
The rails.
Maybe Battle at San Jacinto stuff.
I mean, it's literally
Gotta be.
like less than a block away from.
Yep, I've
Yeah.
got some friends
the war
working
zone.
over there, and they say that they've heard like gunshots, but they're not like gunshots from like nowadays. You can tell
Like
the
a
difference.
musket.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can tell the
would be,
difference,
yeah.
and they just say that they just go off in the middle of the night sometimes, and it's just like. some
Did our
crazy
producer
stuff.
just get up to pee?
I think he did.
Put something in the flamingo?
But it was so smooth though.
That is amazing.
All of a sudden, he was gone.
That is amazing. You guys check out the B-roll right now. He is gone. All right. No, I was curious
I
about that
love this
because I've
show.
heard that there's a lot of I've heard that there's a lot of Deer Park like conspiracy paranormal stuff going on. That'd be a very
I've heard of a lot of
Interesting
people
subject.
like in their home, like seeing, I don't think shadow figures, but like ghostly like apparitions or like
Shadow figures.
doors slamming, things like
Were
that.
those people
so.
playing ice skating basketball at any point?
Probably not. Probably not.
Especially
Because that'll
since it
make
only
you see some
freezes
stuff.
here, like, once
That'll
a
make you see some
decade.
stuff. I'll tell you from experience. No, okay. So the discussion we're about to have sprang from a post that I made on Facebook.
Buckle
I'm
your
ready.
seatbelts,
My whole
girls.
body is ready, Nick.
So
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
So in the post, it had 4 Disney movies.
Absolutely.
There was Aladdin. There was Toy Story. There was a
Trash.
Goofy movie.
Yes.
And then what was the 4th?
No, there was Lion King,
Lion King.
Lion
That was
King.
it.
Aladdin,
Yeah,
and
I saw
then
it.
Toy
Goofy
Story.
and Goofy movie. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it said one's got to go.
No.
And-
Obviously,
Just
Aladdin.
no. What?
It says one's got to go. So
don't
I
know.
said all I know is that Goofy movie's not going anywhere. The other
Absolutely
3, it's whatever your preference is.
No,
But I'm like,
we're gonna keep them all.
Goofy movie cannot go anywhere.
We can't-
And
I don't
people
wanna get
were
rid of
like,
any of them.
"Oh, get Goofy movie out of here." I'm
Goofy
like,
movie is
"What?" I was like, "Have you
amazing.
seen a
good.
Goofy movie?" A Goofy movie. So it made me think about because to me, Goofy movie is one of the most underrated.
Hey, nice to join us again.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You want to wave at the camera?
He's all sneaking in.
Look at them. Don't
You should
worry.
have
We
took
already,
B-roll.
Stealth
You should have
mode.
took B-roll in the bathroom. With
yeah,
you.
we already
Stealth
pointed it
mode.
out. Go ahead and wave so they know you're back. Don't try to be sly about it.
All I want to know is was it number 1 or number 2? Okay.
Number 1.
If that was a 2, that was a quick 2. Like he pinched it off and didn't use anything.
I might not have toilet paper in there. I don't know. No. Okay, so it made me think, like, to me, a Goofy movie is one of the most underrated Disney
Underrated.
movies because it's a
I
great
completely
story.
agree.
If you've ever had beef with your dad or your parents and it's very coming of age, like, to me, I will watch Goofy movie before I watch Grease.
I loved a Goofy movie.
Goofy
Those
movie's
are
good.
those are in 2 different spheres, but I get
I
what you're
completely
saying.
agree, yeah.
But yes, Goofy movie is very underrated.
It's very underrated.
I love the whole journey that he has with his son, who's just too cool to hang out with his dad.
Right.
I feel like this is kind of the relationship I've got with my 10-year-old son right now.
Absolutely. I was
Right.
thinking that too.
And I'm about to just strip everything, all of the electronics away from him. We're just going on a long. We're gonna go take a drive to the other
Go
side
fishing
of
in
the
Lake
country.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Lake Destiny, Idaho.
Until he thinks you're cool again.
Oh my god!
So-
I don't think it'll ever happen.
There you go.
See, dude, that's an underrated movie.
It is.
It's
That's
so
why it
good.
is.
The Bigfoot scene is hilarious.
When they're stuck in the car.
Yes, the Bigfoot scene is hilarious. And then
His best friend, I love him. The one with
PJ?
the earring. Yes.
It's the
Oh,
Leaning
no, you're
Tower
talking about-
of Jesus.
no, not
Yeah.
PJ. That's
It's
what was his name?
It's
It's
PJ.
Pauly Shore. It's PJ.
Yes,
no,
it's PJ.
PJ's the fat kid.
That's his friend.
He's talking about the dude that Pauly Shore voiced.
Shadow Wizzy.
It's not the same guy.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the little DJ dude.
I can't remember what
He
his
has
name was
the,
in the
he's
movie.
the one that eats the cheese.
He's the one that's got
Yes.
the glasses.
Glasses,
He's got
yeah.
glasses,
Yeah. It's Pauly Shore who voices
Yeah.
him. Which I mean, the movie's great.
That
It's
makes so much sense now.
Stacy, talk to
That
me.
is
Talk to
Pauly
me. Talk to
Shore?
me.
As
There's
a child,
so, yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't.
No.
I mean,
There's
I knew who Pauly
so
Shore was.
there's
Yeah.
so many good quotes, memes from
Yes.
that movie. It's completely underrated.
And I'll tell you this: the only reason why, so I said Aladdin, and I almost got slapped.
I would get rid of
but-
Aladdin too.
But the only
Aladdin's
reason,
a horrible
but tell me this:
movie.
Aladdin's
wait,
amazing.
Stop.
great.
Wait, tell me this: if
We're
let me tell you,
girls.
let me like
it is.
hear me out. If Robin Williams was not part of that movie, would that change your decision?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
That's exactly why.
Take Robin
'Cause-
Williams out, and the
because
movie's-
everything else that Robin Williams done besides that is better than that.
yeah. I mean, Robin Williams.
Everything.
If Robin Williams touches
Dead
it,
Poet
it's usually
Society,
gold.
No.
Mind
Miss
Blubber.
Flubber
Doubtfire,
was
Flubber.
Flubber was
Flubber
terrible.
was terrible. But
come on.
But take him out of the
Dead
mix. You're
Poet
right.
Society is
Yeah,
what
if you
Tom
take him out,
said.
Aladdin has nothing to. He carried that
He
movie
carried it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
so
Yeah,
much
but-
that when he was alive, he was like, "Look, if I die, you're not allowed to use my likeness or Genie for the next 10 years."
Yeah.
So he was like, "Suck it. I know exactly what I have with this." He carried that movie.
He carried
Yeah.
it. No.
So let me ask you this: is Goofy movie the wonderful movie that it is? If you take out Powerline,
Yes.
the biggest rock star on the planet.
The story, like she just said, the story, the coming of age of
big debate.
being the cool kid and realizing where you fit at in life.
Yeah.
That's every story that whether it's man or woman needs.
There's got to
cool
be
thing-
something cool though
cool
that was pulling the son in that he just wanted to align more with that cool stuff than with his lame dad.
So let me tell you the cool
But
thing
Goofy
about it.
kept trying.
Yeah.
He kept
didn't give
trying.
up.
He kept trying. He was gonna find something.
See,
All right,
we
Nick,
already
we're
won
gonna
this.
let you
This
go
is
now.
good.
Sorry.
No, because the discussion we're gonna talk about some other underrated movies that we like, but also the cool thing about Goofy movie is when I watched it as a kid and I sympathized with Max. Like I was like, I get it, dude. Now I'm a father
You simplify with Goofy.
and I completely sympathize with
I
Goofy.
sympathized
Like,
with the father as a child. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
that must have been really, really terrible.
yeah,
See?
I did.
See,
I
I had
thought
a
Max
beef-
was a little turd.
Did
I
you
had a beef-
sympathize with Genie?
he was
I
very
didn't think so.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like I would never talk to my parents the way Max talked to Goofy because
We got a paddle.
Oh, I would. Yeah,
my
no.
skull would have been on the outside of my head.
I'd have
Like,
some fake teeth. My teeth would be out.
right? But I understood, like, I had a beef with my dad at one point where he wanted me to be one thing and I wanted to be what I wanted to be. So, like, it's a great movie. It's like there's what's the lesson in Aladdin?
They find him. There is none, but they find him. And
Rubber Genie, get 3 wishes. I don't know.
Like,
If your friend isn't Robin Williams, then you're not going to be successful. in life. That's what the
No.
lesson
Then if you want to marry the princess, you just lie about it.
Exactly.
Well, you be yourself.
No.
okay, so the lesson is be yourself and be
yes.
selfless. I kind of get that.
Okay. Yes.
But
Horrible lesson.
Goofy movie's so much better than
So much
Aladdin.
better.
So anyway,
And then Toy Story is even better because that cast alone is just
Toy Story
ridiculous.
is, dude, I legit cried into Toy Story 3.
Okay, the moment that so when I watched that in theaters, I did too.
Remember
In
when he
theaters-
got rid of the toys at the end?
But okay, no. What got me was they went into the incinerator. And I was like,
Oh, they were all holding
holy
hands.
crap!
Yeah,
like
no, that
Pixar is
all right.
going so dark right
The
now.
minute
my
they were all
gosh.
started holding hands,
I was like, okay,
oh
if this is
my
how my
God.
characters are gonna go out, I'm gonna be super pissed. And then what is it? The clown. I was like, yes, yes, thank you.
Okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Toy Story 3 by now, you just don't care. So sorry.
Exactly. There's no spoiler alert. That is, oh my
Nah,
god.
you
I was
just don't care.
opening up for Toy Story 4.
You know, I don't think I've ever hated a
Toy
pink
Story
teddy
4
bear
was good
so
too. I
much.
Oh, then what was his name? Yeah. That guy was evil.
Yeah, I've never hated a toy so much in my life.
And Sid,
Lotso?
Sid is an
Teddy
underrated.
bear.
I love
yeah.
Lotso.
Sid is an underrated-
Lotso the bear.
Yes.
Yeah, lots
If you
of.
find him in
Like the
Walmart now, he
Godfather.
actually does smell like strawberries. It's so
Strawberries.
weird.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Why are you smelling toys in Walmart?
It actually says I smell like. That was his thing in the movie. His thing in the movie
That's
was
a real toy. Yeah.
Yeah, he smelled
Guys,
like
please
strawberries.
don't smell the stuff in Walmart.
Yeah.
Obviously, have your mask on when you do it, because that filters the smell, so you're good. But it does smell
Okay.
like strawberries.
So it leads to the discussion though.
You
What
did
are
this to
some
yourself,
other
guys?
what are some other underrated movies? Because I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Because I love finding out about new movies that I haven't seen.
What? Do you have one?
Your wife had the most amazing post the other night.
Wow.
It was like
She's crying right
13.
now.
Constantine?
I love her. I think she's my spirit animal.
So she absolutely loves you. She's like, I just want to let you know that Naomi is amazing, and she's so cool. But yes, she actually showed me
His wife is
Constantine.
amazing.
And
I've never
yes,
seen Constantine.
I actually
What?
like that
That's a
movie
great
over the.
You haven't
Matrix.
seen Constantine?
No.
What is wrong with
Whoa.
you?
Where have
All
you
right,
been this whole show,
Con is
Con?
back in the ring.
I'm trying to be quiet because I'm not very good.
Con is in the corner for
So
a reason.
Your mic sounds highly modulated. I feel like we're up really loud right now.
No,
we good?
y'all are good.
We're
I'm
good.
probably
Okay.
really shit
So
crappy
I agree
right
with
now.
Constantine. There's another movie that I agree. What were you gonna say?
No, you finished.
There's going to be a
So
Constantine
is your
2, by the
is your
way.
movie
Okay,
is your movie
Constantine's
Constantine?
amazing.
No.
Is that your under? Okay.
No, I was. His wife made a post about like 13 amazing movies from your childhood that were not created by Disney, and the whole list was amazing. And the one that stood out to me because I love it so much and I totally forgot about it was Nemo and the
Nemo is Disney.
bedtime
It's Pixar.
Slumberland.
It was actually before.
Finding Nemo and the Adventures in Slumberland or something like that.
Nemo is actually Pixar,
which is Disney.
but it was Pixar before it was bought by Disney.
I don't think it's Pixar.
Are we talking about
Pixar's
Finding
not
Nemo
Di-
or a different
Pixar's
Nemo?
not Disney.
Not Finding Nemo.
Not Finding Nemo.
Nemo
Is
and
it?
the Adventures in
Pixar is
Slumberland.
not Nemo.
Okay, so we're not we're talking about a different movie
Yeah.
completely. My bad.
But like I always loved like Hayao Miyazaki, My Neighbor Totoro, all of
Yeah.
Are you into anime?
I love anime.
Okay, so
I'm an
you
anime
and my
nerd.
wife need to just have.
I'm telling like I love her.
yes.
The Brave Little Toaster.
Slumber Party.
Oh, that one's great.
That was such a crazy movie.
The Brave Little Toaster.
Did you react to that too?
blew his
Okay,
eardrums.
I have two movies that I think are super underrated, but a lot of people know about it. 13.
I only
Ghosts.
asked for one, man.
No, I said
I'm just
13
kidding.
Ghosts.
13 Ghosts is very underrated.
Yeah.
That's
Never
a very
seen it.
I've never even
seen
heard of it.
great movie. It's got Matthew Lillard.
I
There you go.
love him.
Okay,
All right, I'm
so
sold.
yeah, he plays he basically plays a guy that's hired by this rich guy to come back and basically get an estate from this guy that actually collects ghosts in his glass house. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good
amazing.
movie,
Yeah.
great movie. Early 2000s, so the graphics even stand up to now.
Yeah, it's
so it's
good.
really
Very
good.
cool.
But you have to, that's all you have to. Whenever people tell me, "Oh, this has bad special effects," or whatever, like
No.
you have to think about the time it was made.
Spoiler alert! I'll tell you this: one of the kills that got really involved with it was this guy he's backing up and this sheet of glass cuts him as he's standing up, and the way they filmed it is his front falls and then his back falls.
Like
But it's practical effects. Like if you didn't know it was a movie, it looks very realistic.
great.
It was like The Cell with the horse. That was cool.
Actually, this drew. Actually, the cell that idea came from them.
I believe it.
The second one is a lot of people don't know about this movie is Grind. Have you ever heard of Grind?
With the skateboarding movie?
Yes.
That is a good movie.
See?
That's a
That is
good
a
one.
good movie.
That is so. If you're in my friends group, you have to at least know what Grind is.
Y'all,
That's a good one.
Y'all, this is
I've
the
never
first
seen
time
Grind.
I've ever heard anybody else mention the movie Grind. Yes.
It's a
Great
skateboard
movie.
movie.
Chili.
Is it better? Is it better than Airborne?
Yes.
Yes.
It's got
seen it.
It's got.
Have you seen Airborne?
Yes. This movie is better than
Okay.
whatever you're trying to talk about.
Now, anytime I hear Poison, that's what I think of.
Ain't
Nothing.
but a good
That's a
We
great
just
movie.
became even best of friends. Yes.
It's a great movie.
Con, do you have a underrated movie that you think people should watch?
No, I don't think so. Like I like Constantine. Independence Day is really good.
Those are highly rated
staple.
movies. Though.
That's a staple
That's a
movie.
staple.
Well, okay.
Underrated.
I'm talking about
movie.
movies that like people sleep on.
You're kind of catching me off guard here. Like I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I'm gonna have to like really think about it.
Okay, while we're talking, you think about it.
We're actually-
Where's the jug? Do you have the jug over there?
We'll be
The
like
jug.
Is the jug empty?
Where is the jug?
Who gave Con the jug?
Oh, there it is. Here.
Josh Beer did.
Josh Beard did. What about The Usual Suspects?
Yeah. Okay.
I never seen that.
So I've never seen it.
Okay, no,
never
that
seen it.
ending is one of the
Oh,
best twists.
endings ever.
Oh, if you haven't seen that movie, that's
a
a good
great
one.
movie.
That's a
It's
good one. That's a good one.
You think
Give
it's
me the keys.
you think it's underrated though? Do you
Yes.
think it doesn't get the credit? that
Benicio
it
del
deserves?
Toro.
This
I
is
mean,
definitely
just-
like a podcast for like another episode though, because
Yeah,
I
I
love.
could literally talk about it.
I like it too.
'Cause I
But
do,
do you like Kevin Spacey?
Yes.
Okay,
Before,
he's in
before
it.
his controversy.
Yeah,
yes.
he's in this movie,
He's
and
great.
Connor's dying.
Before I found out that. Do you have to poop?
no.
Okay.
I was
He
trying
wants to
not.
talk about movies.
I was trying not to burp in the microphone.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much, brother.
so
yeah,
welcome.
nothing more than Nick hates is that, and apparently
And ice. Don't
and
put ice in.
smacking. Don't be
Yeah.
smacking.
It's really annoying, Josh. Don't do it, please, for the love of God.
my ice is
Oh my
melted,
God.
so I can't do it. So Sorry.
So would that be your underrated
I'd
movie?
say it'd be Usual Suspects.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
I'm gonna mention this movie.
oh,
Obviously, I think Goofy movie is one of them, but this movie is actually not critically underrated or publicly underrated. But in the circle of people that I know, do you have to fart, bro? No. Do you have to pee? No. Are you trying to open your beer without making a noise?
just crack
Just
it,
mute
dude.
your mic.
Just crack it.
Okay, you're good, man.
You're good.
He's so.
Stop looking at me. So everybody that's watching us, look
do
at
have to-
Con now,
Con, I'm not that big of a dictator, man. Come on,
dude.
Nikki's
Never
gonna
mind.
go
I'm
pee.
going to plead the fifth. We signed that non-disclosure agreement before we started this podcast.
All right.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that was going to happen. Oh, is she doing it?
No, because I can edit. I can edit. Do you have to go? Okay, it's all the way down the hall.
Wait, I'll show her.
To the,
Do we have an ad? We have an ad, right? We have a backup ad?
let's talk about Larry Showalter and L&M Roofing. Our guest just got up to pee in the middle of the show.
And for anyone who knows
Fine.
Nikki, anyone who knows Nikki, you know
Bro,
this is Nikki.
I'm going to have to leave a bucket in here. I'm going to have to leave a bucket in here.
I'm trying to be like really cool. I've just been on mute the whole time and minding my own business. And apparently,
Our guest went pee in the middle of the show.
It's better than peeing on the carpet.
It's true.
oh god, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We have money to give away again because nobody won last week.
Wait, did everyone pick their underrated movie?
No, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
our
let her
guest,
come back.
when I was about to tell you guys, our guest decided to pee.
Okay.
No, I've legit been wanting to talk about like
Underrated
this right here, like underrated movie, because
Dude, I love
there's a
underrated
lot of
movies.
movies that I watch that I'm just like, man, that would be like nobody watches this kind of stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. When I mentioned Grind, and both of y'all were like, "Oh, I know that movie," I was
thought-
expecting crickets. Like, nothing.
yeah, no, I loved
loved
Grind.
that
Grind was
movie.
really good.
And it's so hard to find on DVD. So
I'm going to bring
Grind
up
was good.
the movie
Grind
I'm
was
going to
good.
bring up is actually a very critically acclaimed movie, and I think
But see, I like a lot of like
most people believe. But the people in my circle are like, if I tell them I watched this movie, they're like, "What?"
Your daughter's laughing at me. She's like, "What happened? What happened?" I said, "I had to pee." She goes, "In the middle of the podcast."
if that doesn't tell you that Nick is a dictator, then nothing will.
She knows better. She knows better.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll wait
Nikki
till
just
after the
got
episode.
judged.
I did. I was
Wait,
like,
that
yeah.
the beautiful
well behaved for this podcast.
the good news
awesome.
the good news is that editing
Editing
is a thing.
possible.
Oh, you have to
That's
keep
okay.
that in there.
Are you going again?
Forgot something.
Okay.
This show
Are
is
you gonna
so
light a
off
cigarette?
the.
Are you gonna light a cigarette in the studio?
This show is so off the rails right now. Oh my, dude! If
All right.
if they are not watching the videos at this point, like this is class. This is grade A stuff.
So what we do is the video when we put it out, it's completely unedited. So everybody's gonna see you get up and pee. Sorry.
That's okay.
And then
So go
on the
ahead and
audio,
wave. Go ahead and wave
on the
right
audio
there.
side, that's what happens when you bring margaritas into the studio. Like
We don't have margaritas, Nick.
Nope.
This is just regular
Lime
water
juice.
and cups.
Lime juice.
Water and cups.
anyway, back to the subject at hand. When I tell people I like this movie, people in my immediate circle, people in.
Wrap it up, Josh.
Bring it
Come
back.
on,
Can we bring it back?
get your rest
All right,
together.
we're back. We're back.
I'm
All
back.
right.
When I tell people that I like this movie, they're like, "What?" And it's actually very excellent, critically acclaimed. My favorite movie in the world is Casablanca.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
It was made in 1942.
Yeah.
So people's gripe is going to be, "Oh, well, the acting's not good." In 1942, that was good acting.
The fact they were filming in 1942. So I'll even go a step further. I like Gone with the Wind, but
That movie's too long. I can't.
But okay, but the reason it's too long is because it doesn't fit today's standards. Back then, when that movie was released, going to the movies was a day event. It wasn't going to burn an hour and a half or 2
Right.
hours. You got.
It was
dressed
like
up.
going to a play.
Yeah, you got dressed up. You went out with your wife, or you went out with your spouse, and you enjoyed the whole evening. Like that was the whole. That
There's
was the
an
reason it was
intermission.
You got your
Exactly.
snacks at intermission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That movie and the best closing line ever.
Oh, I would give that to Casablanca.
I was about to say
No.
Casablanca.
Yes.
Gone with the Wind.
Louis, I think this is the start of a
Citizen
beautiful
Kane.
friendship.
Frankly, I don't give a damn. That is the
Why-
best.
Why did
ending
we
line.
all just get muted?
You ever seen Aliens?
He just muted all of us to talk about aliens.
Con, I love you.
No, so Casablanca is my favorite movie. It's an excellent movie. It has everything. It's got romance. It's got
Action. Yeah.
yeah. It's got action.
Is it a Western?
It has a great story about patriotism and.
Is it a Western?
No, it's not a
Then it
Western.
doesn't have everything. Get out of here. I'm sorry.
It's got everything. Okay.
So if you say in that sense, mine, I have another movie that a lot of people I wouldn't say it's underrated, but a lot of people haven't seen, which is shocking to me.
Josh, get closer to the mic.
Yeah, get in your pocket.
Which is shocking to me
What's
is
that?
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Oh,
What?
that's a great
Every
movie.
time out. Tombstone is not underrated
Okay,
because
no,
that is
no.
one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah.
made.
It is not
Yes.
underrated, but you'd be surprised how many people
You
haven't
just
seen that.
who are
movie.
you hanging out with? Just
Yeah,
stop hanging
I
out with
think
them.
you just
No.
need different
So I showed Kay
I'm gonna
for
pick
the
your
first
friend
time
circle.
when we first started dating, and she was like, "Okay, can we like watch this every day now?" And like it went on for like
That movie is
a month,
excellent.
2 months. We were watching that movie every
Or Young
single-
Guns.
So
Another good one.
So
See,
here's
I think
here's
I
I
like
was
you,
about
Con.
to, I was about to say Young Guns. To
Yeah,
add
Here's
on to
my-
Tombstone.
Yeah.
here's
Like,
my
dog.
here's my truly
You
underrated
seen the
movie.
side of that chicken?
What's
My
your
truly underrated movie is Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
That's not- that- really?
I love Star Wars.
Rogue One.
Am I the only one who only likes the new Star Wars movies and think the old ones suck?
Okay, so I
Rogue
like all
One
of
is
them.
newer.
I know. Which I love. I love
Yeah.
the newer ones, like the last
Yeah.
couple ones that came out.
No, here's
But
what-
anything before that is awful, and I get so bored. Like my ADD just kicks in.
I love all of
It's
them.
just like,
all about
oh
the
god.
storyline. Like
Yeah.
you got, but Anakin.
If you like
oh
Star
my
Wars, you
God.
love it. If you don't,
Don't
you
tell me
hate
you
it.
have
That's
something
just
for
how-
Anakin.
There's no in between.
Oh my God, I love
Okay,
Anakin.
so you are literally like my wife because she has some weird thing.
Hayden Christensen.
Oh, yeah.
She has a thing for Kylo Ren. And babe, this is
Ooh,
for
I
you.
love Kylo Ren.
I'll get it.
Ready? More. Okay, good.
That dude's lips. That dude's lips is way too big.
Dude, he is.
No, they're luscious.
He's
man.
pretty gorgeous though. Have you
have
seen
a problem
him?
with big lips? Because I am all about it.
Limbs.
Okay.
Limbs. Did you say
But
limbs
no.
or lips?
So
Did you say limbs or lips?
Lips.
Lips.
See,
I heard
somebody bring
limbs.
us back. Look, so Rogue One.
There's no bringing this back, Nick.
Rogue One is the story of how the rebels stole the plans to the Death Star, and it's so underrated. It's
good.
a great movie. It
Yeah, it
actually
takes
might be
place-
my second favorite Star Wars movie.
It takes
my
place
favorite
before
Star
the
Wars
fourth
movie
one.
has always been Empire Strikes Back. Rogue One might be my second favorite.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. The prequels were just trash.
So I like the
Revenge
original
of the
three because I like the whole story. The whole story is cool. I'll give it that. But the original three,
I watched the prequels, but they're not good. Like the more I watch them, the less
right.
good they
But
become.
the original three, not knowing the fact that Vader is the dad until it's revealed, that is one of the best cinematic
Oh, it is the
moments.
reveal. It is the reveal of all
Yeah,
time.
like that. But if you watched it from the very beginning, 1 through 6,
The
that's
only
already
thing
fun.
that comes close to it, spoiler alert, is Tony Stark dying in Endgame.
Okay, I cried. Did you cry?
I cried.
I was waiting
I did not
for
see
him
that
to come
coming.
back.
I
Like
didn't
a
either.
couple of the
I
other
didn't
ones
either.
came, or like
As
I
soon
just-
as he went to snap, I was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That does
What were you
suck.
gonna say?
I was very sad. I was just waiting for him to come back. I was like, no, he's not
But-
gonna die.
He's not, no.
Talk. Okay, that's not underrated, but one of the things
Definitely-
on the wheel is like, what are the best movie franchises? The MCU nailed it.
Hands down,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
best movie series
Yeah.
or franchises ever.
They nailed it.
What's
And the
MCU?
rewatch value is there. Like
Yes.
me
I can
and
watch
Kay
them.
have started watching.
My
them.
wife
I can
had-
rewatch every movie with
What's
no,
MCU?
with no problem.
With no problem.
Marvel
I did it during
Cinematic
the
Universe.
Oh,
All the
Yeah.
Do you not know what that is,
Really?
Naomi?
Oh, okay, you do now.
Is there anything you'd like to share with us now?
she does now.
I
Have
don't
you not
watch a lot
watched-
of movies.
Have you not watched all the Marvel movies? That was my pandemic thing.
I
I
don't-
watched all the
Yes.
Marvel
Okay.
movies.
So
Last
Start
week there
to
were some
finish.
that came on TV, and I told my husband, I was like, "These are like really good." I was very invested.
So I would tell you
So this
this.
is what you got to do. Do you have Disney
to
Plus?
watch them from
Yeah.
start to finish.
You have Disney Plus. Okay.
I do.
I told my
I'm
wife.
working
I said,
on that. I know what you're going.
Wait. Disney
Yeah.
Plus has them in order now.
Yeah.
yeah. I told my wife. I
You
said,
watch
let's
them in
watch.
order.
I said, let's watch. The only thing that's not included is Spider-Man because Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, screw
And the
Sony.
Incredible Hulk because
That
Universal.
was
owns.
trash.
Anyway, I told my wife, I said, I want you to watch the whole, because I went to go see Endgame by myself because my wife was not invested. I was in the movie theater by myself. And
You were alone crying. That makes it 10 times.
oh,
worse.
yeah. And you know what sucked? So, you know, when you buy your movie tickets ahead of time, it has a list of the theater and it says where the screen is and it says where the back. I thought I bought a ticket in the back of the theater because I wasn't paying attention to where it said screen. I bought the front row. I was sitting there and it was 3D, so it was awful.
Oh, that was horrible. The only time I've done that is I bought opening night for Paranormal Activity. And I will tell you, horror movies on opening night are the best because nobody knows what's happening.
There are
true.
no
Nobody.
There are no
good horror movies.
I didn't say that. You took
Ever.
words out of my mouth. I didn't say they were good.
There's
I said
no
the
such thing as
best
a good horror movie
experience
Is going.
is horror movies on opening night because nobody knows what the jump scares are.
Right. But remember, so I love a good scary movie. I love horror movies, but there hasn't been a good one made since. Remember when Paranormal Activity came out?
The first one.
The first one.
Yes.
The
Yes.
first, before everybody found out that it was all BS, right?
Yeah.
That movie legitimately made me like jump. I was like,
Wait.
not looking.
When you first saw that, you thought it was real?
no, I legit thought
No,
it was
the way
real.
they marketed it.
The way how
yeah.
because it had there was no advertisement. Well, there was, but there's hardly any advertisement about that movie.
Yeah, I knew it was
and
fake
then,
the whole
and then when it was like, no, you're still full of crap.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Good job,
He's
Con.
so
Nobody
full of
said
it.
full of crap. Good job, Con.
Yeah, he's
Good
so
save.
full of it.
I'm working on it.
But about that series, which one is the one where they brought in like the isolating fan? I think that was number 3.
Oh, I don't remember.
I went with a
did
buddy of
see
mine.
them all. Yeah.
I went with a buddy of mine, and in the movie they break this isolating fan and they put the camera on it, and so the whole trick is that it's moving.
Oscillating?
That's
That's
what
what
I
you
said.
meant.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what I said?
I heard isolated, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
you said
oscillating.
isolating. You said
Oscillating.
isolating.
We'll hear it back. I was right. No.
Oscillate. That's
I
just
love
his
that
accent,
I'm
y'all.
recorded.
That's his
So,
accent.
but it does this, and the whole point is like it's going back and forth. It's going to be a jump scare, and I remember when I went to go see it open at night, and I'm one of those. So I'm going to spoil this now. I'm a guy that goes and reads like the synopsis before it comes out.
So you
I
know
don't
when
know
the
why.
jump scare was coming?
Why?
And that's the funny part. I told my buddy when it was going, I was like, screw that horse right there, because there's a rocking horse in the shot. I was like, screw that horse right there. And the whole time, every time it swapped to that camera, he was, something's gonna happen. He went the whole hour and a half, and he's like, okay, nothing happened with that horse, and he got so pissed. Yeah. Oh, it was great.
No, so what I was saying before we went off on a tangent, it's okay. I told my wife, I said, let's watch. She had zero interest. She's like, I don't want to watch that. That's stupid. She's now on her second or third time watching the entire series
Watching
over
the entire
again.
series,
She loves
yep.
it.
Way to
She
go,
loves it.
Whitney.
And now, if you haven't seen it, start it from the beginning.
Yes. Start with Iron Man.
Start with Iron Man and go all
Oh,
the way
I've seen
through.
all the Iron Mans. I like Iron Man.
Robert Downey
Okay, so
Jr.
you've watched
is
it broken up.
Iron
I
Man.
didn't realize it was like, so it's like chronological.
Yes.
I just thought it was like, oh, here's the Iron Man movies. Here's
no.
you know whatever.
And it's
The-
different when you watch them in order.
Yeah, the releases are
It really
not the
is.
order you're watching it. That's what we were saying. If you have Disney Plus right now, they
It
have
puts it in actual timeline order.
It says Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it starts with Iron Man 1 and goes all the way to Endgame in order.
No,
Okay.
it starts with. They have timeline order.
It starts with Captain America.
It starts with
Yes.
Captain America.
Okay, yeah. The one they don't start with is they don't have
Is
Hulk at all.
Thor in it?
Right. No,
Yes.
Hulk is like the
Yes,
third.
Thor.
Hulk is
I
the third
love
one. Like the
Thor.
crap.
Hulk is the second one.
You know who I love even more than Thor?
Hulk came out between
I
Iron Man 1
love
and 2.
Loki.
Oh, look.
Yeah, they're gonna make a series of Loki. Okay, so
Okay.
it's not underrated, but watch the MCU, and we're gonna have to
got
talk
it.
about
Start
this on
from the
another
beginning and
episode.
go on.
Let's be careful talking over each other.
Sorry,
Yes,
getting
sir.
loud.
I'm sorry, producer.
Blah, 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 blah.
Sorry.
No, man, you did a very good job today. All right, let's give away some money.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people hung on through all the bathroom breaks and the, and the tangent.
Sorry. That's okay.
Oh,
It's okay if they.
I'm going to be a sound drop.
It's,
Dang
o-
it.
it's okay if they didn't. It's okay if they
My
didn't.
laugh was horrible. I'm sorry.
Guys,
Don't save that, Nick. Please don't.
guys, thanks to Larry Showalter, nobody won the $100 last week, and so we're gonna roll over that $100 to this week, and we're gonna give away $200 to anybody who can call in with our special code word. We always give it to the guest. Can you give us a number between 1 and 10?
7.
I'm going to keep quiet.
What? You gonna go with 7 again?
7 again.
I'm sorry, you weren't here, but we did 7. It's fine. Sorry,
I love
7.
how all of a sudden it's 1 through 10.
We're gonna go through 7 because we had enough participation to justify it. All right. I want the 7th caller to call 832-835-3141 to call in with the code work Parks and Rec. Call in with the code
good
word Parks and
one.
Rec,
Like
and
it,
we're
like
gonna
it.
give you a $200 Visa gift card, courtesy of Larry Showalter of L&M Roofing and Siding. Like I said, guys, if you need a quality roof, call Larry Showalter. We'll have the number up on our graphic. But if you just want to know a great dude, call Larry Showalter, man. He's at Ken's every morning, so you show up and you might get a free breakfast because the dude just loves paying for breakfast for people, random strangers, man. He's like I said, he's the Mattress Mac of Deer Park. We
He's
love
a
him.
great person.
Let me know who's
really
up
great
there again.
person.
I'll go some
So
business.
when you get your winnings, you make sure you call Larry Showalter and say thank you. But call 832-835-3141 with the code word Parks and Rec, and you'll win $200 Visa gift card.
What would y'all buy with $200 extra in your pocket right
More
now?
Dogecoin.
I get a tattoo.
I probably would do. I probably
Me
would do
too.
that.
Have a tattoo fun. So
tattoo.
I like that too.
Dogecoin,
As of right now,
it's
at the
at 40,
recording,
like 40 cents.
No, what are you're behind.
Yeah, no.
Oh, like
of
43.
No,
It's way high.
Wait, it's way at the time
It's
of this recording.
12,000%.
Yeah, at this time of this recording, we're at like 65%, 65 cents.
I just checked it like an hour before we
I'm gonna
started.
check it right here.
Go for it.
Check it.
Why? Because I'm addicted to this.
We're
This is
gonna
horrible.
talk cryptocurrency.
I
sometime.
had 375 Dogecoins when it was like 0.0012.
All right, so for our next episode, it's going to be cryptocurrency and movies, right?
Cryptocurrency and cryptids.
Yeah, we can do that. We're gonna have. If we can't do a production meeting after tonight, we'll do it soon. Because
I
we gotta
can't stay for a little bit longer.
Okay. You can stay as long as the jug has something in it.
At the time of this recording, we're at 63 cents.
Okay, so it jumped very much today.
It's jumped for the last 3 days, Nick.
No, it's fine. That's good. That's good news. Nikki, thank you for hanging out with us
Thanks
during
for
all
having
of
me.
this shenanigans.
You were a
Putting up with
fantastic guest. I really do
Yes.
appreciate you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. And we thank you so much for helping us get the word out about our show in the city of Deer Park. And hopefully our listeners will get out and have some fun activities this summer
That's
in the
right.
city of Deer Park. The Live and Play. Throw out that website one more time.
It's www.deerparktx.gov/Parks and Rec.
All right, guys, make a plan now for what you're going to do with your family this summer. Get the kids out of the house. Get them off the Xbox. Get them from watching
active.
TV.
Get
Let's get active
active.
and let's do it. Thank you so much again, Nikki. It was a pleasure to have you on. I hope you come back again. Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're not following us on social media, please do so. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We actually have a Snapchat and a TikTok, but it's just sitting there dormant.
We're gonna change the
We haven't
TikTok
done anything
soon.
with it.
We're gonna-
Okay. Let's do that.
Yep.
Let's do that. But you guys can follow us there. We'll start posting there very soon. And please just subscribe. Leave us a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or wherever. The only place I think you can't leave us a review is Spotify. So if you're listening on Spotify, go listen somewhere else.
You have a really hated thing for Spotify.
No, I don't like Pandora. That's a whole nother story.
Oh.
But yeah,
Nobody
guys.
listens to podcasts on Pandora anyway. It's fine.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate everybody. We love you. Spirit Sniffers, we love you guys so much. I'm going to get us out of here. So, for the best producer, one of the best producers in podcasting, Mr. Chris Kahn and Josh Beard, my special guest, Nikki, I'm Nick Stevenson.
And I'm Naomi Richardson, and we will catch you next time.
Good night. Woo!
You've been listening to the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast. For more show content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to visit spiritswagstore.com for everything you need to rep your favorite podcast in style.